How do rescuers identify hazmat in technical rescue? Imagine rushing into a scene where a truck has spilled chemicals or a building is emitting strange fumes. How do rescue teams figure out what they are dealing with? That's where hazardous materials identification comes into play. Rescuers use a mix of visual clues, special tools, and their training to recognize hazardous substances quickly and safely. First, they look for visual signs like placards, labels, and markings on vehicles, containers, or buildings. These signs include the Department of Transportation placards that show hazard classes such as explosives, gases, or flammable liquids. Each placard has specific colors and symbols that tell responders what kind of hazard they face. They also check the National Fire Protection Association Diamond placard, which rates health hazards, flammability, and reactivity from 0 to 4. These visual cues give immediate information to help responders decide how to proceed. Next, rescue teams use detection equipment to identify hazardous substances more precisely. They carry multigas detectors that measure oxygen levels, combustible gases, carbon monoxide, and hydrogen sulfide. Photoionization detectors are used to find volatile organic compounds, which are common in many hazmat incidents. Radiation detectors help identify alpha, beta, and gamma radiation if radioactive materials are involved. They also use pH test strips to see if a liquid is acidic or basic, and fluoride test paper to detect hydrofluoric acid. Thermal imaging cameras can spot temperature differences that might indicate leaks or chemical reactions, while temperature guns measure surface temperatures of containers to spot potential hazards like polymerization or rapid heating. Rescue teams also relying on reference materials like the Emergency Response Guidebook and specialized apps. These guides help interpret detection readings, suggest protective measures, and determine safe distances for evacuation. Training is another key part of hazmat identification. Firefighters learn to recognize hazards at awareness and operations levels. Technicians receive hands-on training to identify chemicals, analyze risks, and contain or mitigate hazards. They wear protective gear and use advanced equipment to safely handle dangerous substances during rescue or containment efforts. Finally, responders gather information from shipping papers, manifests, and witnesses at the scene. Sometimes labels or placards are missing or incorrect, especially if cargo is concealed or mislabeled. In those cases, scene investigation and information from witnesses help confirm what hazardous materials are involved. In summary, identifying hazmat during technical rescue involves a careful combination of visual clues, detection tools, reference guides, trained personnel, and scene information. This approach helps rescue teams assess risks accurately and respond safely, protecting both themselves and the public.